Alright, what's going on, guys? So recently, WNBA players have been getting a little triggered that they are not paid on the same level as NBA players. Apparently, there's a huge wage gap between the NBA and the WNBA. Now, this is something that has been talked about for a long time now. You know, it comes up every now and again. But recently, it seems to be getting a lot of attention again. You know, no surprise, I would say. It's 2018. We're all about that equality nowadays. But it all started with this tweet right here. 154 million must be nice. We over here looking for a million, but Lord, let me get back in my lane. And that's from Aja Wilson, a WNBA player. Now, if you don't understand what Miss Wilson here is talking about, well, she's talking about LeBron James. Now, LeBron recently signed a $154 million contract with the Lakers, and Miss Wilson here seems a little bit upset about it because, you know, she would like to see some money like that. But here's the thing. You're not LeBron James. I mean, no disrespect when I say this, but if we were to have a game between the best WNBA team versus LeBron James by himself, 1 versus 5, I honestly don't know who would win that game. I give LeBron a very good shot of winning that game by himself, 1v5. I am not trolling. And let's just say we were to give LeBron just a few teammates. Like, I could be one of his teammates, alright? Me and like 3 people watching this video could be LeBron's teammates in this game, and we would beat the WNBA All-Star team, not a regular team. We could take the best WNBA players, put them all on one team, and we'd probably beat them 179 to 32. And I'm not trolling when I say that. So, you know, as she said in the tweet, go ahead and stay in your lane, alright? Please do not speak about LeBron James. Now, with that out of the way, the reason that you are not paid the same as an NBA player actually has nothing to do with skill whatsoever, but I just wanted to make it very clear that you do not deserve the same money as LeBron. However, the fact is, the reason the WNBA is not paying you very well is because the WNBA doesn't make any money in the first place. They got nothing to pay you with. So I did a little bit of research into this topic. So let me go ahead and hit you guys with a few facts here, okay? The NBA generates $5.9 billion a year. So it's not really a big deal if they want to give the best player in the NBA a $154 million contract. That's nothing compared to the revenue that they have. Now let's do the same thing, except let's take a look at the WNBA. So the WNBA generates $52 million a year. So going back to your original tweet, obviously no single player in the WNBA can have a $154 million contract when the whole fucking league doesn't even generate $154 million. I know that must be difficult to understand. You'd rather just pretend that you're being treated unfairly and there's this huge gender wage gap, and you know, it's only because you're a female, you know, that's why you're being paid less, right? I don't know if any of these WNBA players have ever looked up into the stands during a game, but there ain't nobody watching, bro. Like, that shit's fucking empty. Even your own mom ain't there watching you, man. Nobody gives a fuck about you. So the reason you're not getting any money is because they don't have any money to pay you, alright? Now, there is another aspect of this as well, and this one actually almost makes sense. I almost agreed with them till I did a little bit more investigation into it. So the NBA has a 50-50 revenue split with the players. So 50% of all money earned by the NBA goes towards the players' salaries. Now, the WNBA does not have a 50-50 split with the players. So this is where you almost have a very good point. Like, this is where I was like, oh, you know what? Why don't they do a 50-50 split, right? But here's the thing. The WNBA does a 22% split to the players. So much less than the NBA, and they keep 78% of the revenue for themselves. That seems kind of unfair, right? But here's the thing. There's 12 teams in the WNBA, and only half of them operate at a profit, aka half the teams in the WNBA are already losing money, and that's with them having 78% of the revenue. So if the teams were to give up another 28% of the revenue and make it a 50-50 split, then pretty much all the teams in the WNBA would all be losing money, and the entire WNBA as a whole would be losing money, and they would just have to shut down the whole fucking league, because they're not going to just sit there and keep running it and losing millions and millions of dollars every year just to keep this shit alive that nobody's even watching. So the only reason they're taking 78% instead of 50-50 is so that the league can survive, alright? They have to take a higher split because they just don't make enough money with the WNBA to give you a 50-50 split. So in conclusion, no, the WNBA is not treating the players unfairly whatsoever, and if you just do a little bit of research into the topic instead of sitting here crying about your gender, you would realize that. And in fact, now that I think about it, you know, if you're in the WNBA and you're so upset about the salary that you're getting, why don't you just join the NBA, you know, since you're so good, right? It's not about skill. It's not about how much revenue the WNBA makes. No. It's about your gender, right? Well, there's nothing stopping you from joining the NBA. There's actually no rule in place that prevents a woman from joining the NBA. And worst case scenario, it's 2018. You can always identify as a male and no one's gonna question you. So if you're in the WNBA and you're upset about your salary, just join the NBA. I mean, I'm sure it won't be an issue, right? It has nothing to do with your skill level. I mean, you're equally as skilled as everyone in the NBA. People just don't want to watch you because you're a female. That's all. It has nothing to do with your skill level. I'm sure you're just as good as LeBron James at basketball. So go ahead and join the NBA and go ahead and get paid what you're worth, right? That's what you should be doing. I don't know why you're sitting here crying. But guess what? None of them will be doing that, because I don't know if you guys have ever had the unfortunate pleasure of watching a WNBA game, but most of them are pretty terrible. There are some good players in the WNBA, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are very terrible, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I'm pretty sure I could beat some WNBA players one-on-one, and I'm not trying to sound cool or exaggerate, but like, give me the shortest, worst player in the WNBA and let me play her one-on-one, I'm pretty sure I would beat her. Like, just think about it. It would be like playing against a 5'4", 140-pound female or something, right? Come on, man. Like, that's like saying you would lose to your mom one-on-one. Just imagine right now playing your mom in a game of basketball one-on-one. Like, your mom ain't gonna beat you, bro. Like, no matter how skilled she might be, that's just not happening. So anyways, man, like, I'm not trying to be mean when I say all this, but like, we gotta be realistic here, alright? Like, we gotta stick to the facts here, and the fact is, you're not getting paid less because of your gender. In fact, that has absolutely nothing to do with it. The only reason you're getting paid less is because they just don't have any money to pay you with. So anyways, that's pretty much it, man. I'm real tired of, like, we having to tiptoe around everyone's feelings. Like, just let these bitches know, man. You fucking suck, alright? No one wants to watch you. You're not making any money. That's why you're not getting paid. Like, we don't gotta sit here and pretend it's because they're females or whatever. Like, we gotta stop protecting everyone's feelings, man. Just let them know the truth. Like, I don't know. Shit's embarrassing nowadays. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
Alive, go right ahead. Oh, we'll give her another shot. Hang on, just we'll give her another shot. I don't even think I can touch the bottom of the net. All right, give us a good one. Here it comes, Brittany Griner again. Yeah, like, lace up the shoes, get them all ready. It's like back in the day with the D. Brown Reebok pumps. You got to pump them up a little bit. Pump them up a little bit, right? Yeah. It's, you know, it's the pressure we put you on the spot. You put me on the spot.
3-on-1, off the backboard, but Crosby can't finish.
Never ever find the right words. And there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl. So I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right.